Madelle Fortier, continuing education instructor at College of DuPage, had the pleasure of guiding Shelby Van Pelt's writing journey and witnessing the spark that led her to her remarkable success.
Good morning. I'm here to introduce Shelby Van Pelt, a student of mine in creative writing, 2019 to 22. It was not at first obvious in the class that Shelby would become a great star. She was a very good student. She was always a good scout, turning in work on time, coming always to class. Many students publish shorter works, but those who publish longer works see writing as a business. Shelby was able to quickly catch on to how to do a pitch, reducing her novel into one sentence. She worked for days to come up with a perfect title, Remarkably Bright Creatures. Shelby showed a lot of initiative. For example, with the internet, if I gave them a source, she would always search for more sources. Shelby was a textbook case in how the publishing world really should work. She believed in what she was doing. She had a lot of emotion. She finished the book despite the fact that it was during COVID. Shelby was able to sell a book without sex and violence, but just on the matter of what she personally believed, very whimsical. Her success was way beyond the top of anything that we could have imagined. So the whole process was really beyond money and showed that you could change the world through your words. It showed one of my mottos that the pen is mightier than the sword. Shelby illustrated a belief within the class that you can believe in yourself and believe in your product and just put it out there. You might have an amazing adventure.
Do you all like the picture of me on Zoom? Because that's how I spent a lot of time with Madelle and my classmates during COVID, trying to workshop this novel into something that I could publish. I've done a lot of book talks since my book came out in 2022. If you are not familiar, it is narrated partially by a giant Pacific octopus. And there aren't a lot of those in adult literary fiction. So it's had a unique journey. I want to talk about the two questions that I get most often when I give a book talk, because I think they are both relevant to how my time here at COD contributed to that journey. So the first question I always get is just like, why an octopus? Or like, how did this come about? Like, you seem like a nice, normal lady. Like, what's your deal? And the truth is, I'm not really a trained writer. Of course, I loved writing when I was a little girl. I wrote a lot of what would probably be called fan fiction in today's terms, specifically Little House on the Prairie fan fiction, which is highly problematic, I know, but it was the 80s, and what can I say? So I knew that I was a good writer. I knew that I loved writing, but as I became, a teenager and a young adult, I really fell away from writing, particularly creative writing. I fell away from sort of anything creative. I went and got a sort of fancy liberal arts degree, graduated with a mountain of student debt, and did the thing that I needed to do after that, which was take a kind of soulless corporate consulting job. And I did that for about a decade. I did a lot of Microsoft Excel. I didn't do any creative writing, anything creative at all, until I hit sort of my breaking point with that after about a decade. And I found myself having this sort of crisis of what do I really want to be when I grow up? And my family, well, my husband and I, before my kids were born, were living in Atlanta at the time. And I came home one day and the Emory University continuing education course catalog was sitting in the mail. I think the previous owners of the house must have subscribed to it. And I thought, maybe I could take a writing class. I like writing. I'd been kind of kicking around the idea of writing fiction. I'd become actually kind of intrigued by the idea of maybe writing from the point of view of an octopus after watching many, many YouTube videos about naughty octopuses and thinking about what that voice would sound like. So I signed up for this writing class at Emory. It was like, 6 weeks, 1 night a week type of thing. I think it costs $150. And we got a writing prompt in that class to write from an unusual point of view. And that was where the first pages of my book were born. It was a journey to get to the end after that. Our family relocated up to Wheaton in 2018. My husband is a western suburbs boy, so we wanted to be closer to his family. And, I had built this writing community down in Atlanta, and I really missed it. So the first thing I did was sign up for what seemed like a similar class here at College of DuPage. And it ended up being exactly what I needed to get the book done. It allowed me to find a writing community here, and was just, I'm not a person who will get stuff done if I don't have deadlines. So I really, really needed that weekly check-in and feedback loop that I got in the continuing education program here. So the first question I get is, this version of like, why an octopus? Like, how did you do this? And that's sort of the short answer to that question. The octopus came from YouTube. He was born in a continuing education class. The number 2 question that I get, almost every single book talk that I give, someone will ask this in the Q&A, and it is, what piece of advice would you give to someone who wants to be a writer? How do you get started with it? And I love that question. I always feel a little bit silly answering it, because I'm like, look, I've done this one time, I don't know that I even have it figured out. But what I do know is that writing is not as solitary as we sometimes like to think that it is. We have this idea of writers as being sort of, you go off to a cabin in the woods, and then you come back with a manuscript, and there it's done. And in my experience, that's not at all how it works. And my advice to people who ask me for it is, find your community. Take the class. I am such a huge fan of continuing education programs. And I'm constantly hyping them up and plugging them wherever I go. I tell people, do you have a community college in your town? I bet they've got a writing workshop. You want to be a writer, you want to start your novel, you want to start your memoir, you want to do your book of poems, whatever it is, take the class. Trust me, sign up for it. It changed my life. When I, on that day, and came home and saw that catalog and was like, well, maybe I'll sign up for a writing class, I could never have anticipated that I would be a New York Times bestselling author many times over, and have been on the journey that I've been on the last few years. So take the class, it's always worth it. I find it's so kind of, I guess ironic that I went and I went to a really good undergraduate college. I went to Claremont McKenna College. It's very hard to get in. It costs a lot of money. And my education there was wonderful. But the classes that changed my life were truly the continuing education classes, the sort of thing that anyone can sign up for. There's no application. They're very accessible. They're generally very affordable. And that has been truly the springboard to this crazy, wild author ride that I've been on. So thank you to College of DuPage for having that, for making it so accessible to everyone. And I know a couple people in this room were like, oh, I'm going to sign up for a writing class. Yes, sign up for the writing class. Sign up for the whatever class. When the college continuing education course catalog comes around, look through it and find something that interests you and sign up, because it might change your life too. Thank you.